station focused on what's relevant to you and your family. This is KARK 4 News at 10.
Hello everyone, good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bob Clausen.
And I'm Jancey Sheats. It is a sad fact, but World War II veterans continue to pass away, and by some estimates, at a rate of nearly 4,000 per month in the U.S.
They are a very cherished portion of our population. At Conway, one VFW post made up almost entirely of World War II veterans and is thriving. KARK4's Pete Thompson joining us now tonight with more in our top story. Pete.
Well, Bob, that VFW post we're talking about is 7163, located in Conway. They now meet in a room at the College Square Retirement Community Home where many of them live. Today, they shared some of their stories with us. You might say these three veterans are pretty close, bonded by years of friendship in the DFW and the experiences of war that they all share.
The bomb went down to the 5th deck in the ammunition room and exploded down there. And that was chaos.
Lenton Taylor remembers the Japanese kamikaze pilots crashing into a ship, the USS Franklin. But that's not what he remembers most.
I have a whole lot of pleasant thoughts because we had a lot of fun on the ship. Yeah, we would tease each other.
Omar Lemire served in General George Patton's Third Army that raced across Europe into Germany. He remembers when he first explained combat to his grandson.
Everybody's scared in combat. And he says, if you don't think I was scared, I just feel my knees are still shaking. And he felt at my knees, and he says, just the art, Grandpa.
At 91 years old, Lemire still lives with some memories every day. One in particular, when the Third Army took over the Dachau concentration camp in Germany.
The worst thing a person could want to see was piles of bodies. I kind of hesitate to talk about it.
But Lemire says the humorous moments still stick with him too, like the time he met General Patton and his dog.
I happened to look at the dog, and he says, ain't that the ugliest SOB you ever seen? And I said, yes, sir. That's all I could say.
One of Lemire's closest friends is Melvin Bailey, the commander of this VFW post.
I wouldn't trade anything for the opportunity that I had to serve my country.
Bailey is a veteran of the Korean War, where he served as a messenger between battalions. He was there during one of the most gruesome battles, the Battle of Bloody Ridge, where he saw thousands die in a couple of days.
That was something that has always stuck vividly in my mind.
At 78 years old, Bailey was the youngest member of this post. That is, until recently. Meet Sergeant Wesley Lyons, who served in Iraq. He found this group because he worked at the retirement community when he returned from overseas in 2005. His experiences were also intense.
Whenever the mortars came in and killed our guys, we couldn't shoot back. There was no enemy present within a mile. And so, you're helpless. You run for the bunker and just hope that one doesn't get a lucky shot in on you.
But Lyons says he has found the perfect group to talk to about his experiences. He says some are not so lucky.
I think that's one of the biggest problems with Iraqi vets coming back is that they're just not informed about what the VFW is about or how to go about enrolling into it.
Now, Commander Bailey says the VFW post is trying to get more information out to attract younger war veterans from Iraq and Afghanistan. Bob and Jancey.